Oh, hello, everyone. We are back with our new session of a Guild Warlow, a campaign set in Grim Hollow setting, and a lot happened last time, and we ended up in um at a cliffhanger situation. But to know more about what had really happened, we are going to do a recap, theatrical release.
Maggie, thank you so
Uh,
much for throwing it to me for the recap. First of all, I want to say thank you to Lucy for doing the recap last week. Yay, Lucy. Second of all, Mickey, how dare you? You must think we're rich with how much it costs to craft all these items. Good heavens. Where is she? Boone's words to Elaine follow the arcane stream of the sending spell, even though he knows he's not getting an answer from her tonight. Despite the fear and anxiety spurred on by Elaine's message, Boone finds restless sleep next to Mallory. The next morning rolls around, and our band of adventurers begin to stir. Alex, that's your line. Yes, Valia does indeed need to go eat that dude because she looks rough, exhausted, pronounced dark circles under her eyes, and a gauntness has replaced what is typically a rounded face. Mars wakes. See, what's your line?
She is one of those annoying people that wakes up put together, part of her magical power.
It takes Mars a moment or two to remember why she hurts all over. Vinny, the mold, the flower, the sword, and the fear the sword made her feel. Recalling what Valia shared the night before, Mars feels a sense of resolve settle in her chest.
I didn't do it with a French accent last time, I'll do it this time. Well, it is a good morning and today you will suck someone's blood. Hopefully it is our enemies, but if not, it will be our friends and we'll be glad to support you.
Cal is equally supportive,
I have plenty to offer.
as well as suggesting Boone and Mallory be kept in the dark. You know, what with Boone being a wild card, according to Mars. Valia expresses a desire to keep her head on her shoulders and a stake out of her chest, which Mars and Cal agree with. A plan is made to split the party and have Valia and Cal visit the Shimmering, where Silas is known to frequent. Plus, Cal has a coupon that Mallory and Boone rolled their eyes at. So, in the other room, Mallory wakes a few seconds before Boone. She wakes holding the hilt of the sword she pulled off Vinny's back, and two words echo in her mind. Mickey, that's your line.
Usurper gods.
The need to care for this blade becomes all too apparent to Mallory. That's your line.
I have to find a sheath.
Boone wakes to find Mallory holding and staring at the blade in her hand, interrupting Mallory's communing with a good morning. Boone tells Mallory he needs to go to the cathedral and find a divine relic to send back to Elaine for a cure promised to him by the Castilian province. He recounts the message he received from Elaine the night before. Kit had been bit. Unsure as to what it was that bit Kit, the man is a moron and forgot to ask. He knows one thing is certain. The divine relic needs to get back to Elaine. Noticing the struggle Boone is going through, Mallory takes a moment with her friend to ground him in a moment of peace and quiet. Though said peace and quiet is interrupted by the sound of multiple voices gathering just outside their rooms, and from the windows, heavy smoke continues to filter out. Peeking their heads out the door, Mars and Mallory take point on speaking with Gruntwall, the owner of the Marla. The book bit continues as Mars tells Grunwald that the group of researchers are traveling many places, seeking out strange occurrences and horrors in order to understand things better, and that the group was successful in its eradication of whatever darkness held the fifth floor of the Marla hostage. Delighted by the cleansing of the fifth floor, Grunwald offers the adventurers food and 200 gold each. Shooting her shot, Mallory asks for the entire fourth floor of the Marla, just for the 5 of them, and is immediately told, Mickey, that's your line.
No.
2 members of the Black Guard are posted at the bottom of the stairs to the 5th floor, and the group learns that the Viscount will be very happy to hear this group of researchers have helped clear the Marla. Before departing, Grunwald believes the Viscount could use adventurers like them. As a crowd filters out of the 4th floor hallway, and Paizel, ever helpful, returns with a continental breakfast for the group, we really do need a team name here. They all filter back into Boone and Mallory's room to have breakfast and check in with one another. Mallory attempts to get the group talking about their feelings, but Boone and Valia are simply not having it. The sword is brought up as well, as the gods now speaking to Mallory. Dead gods, mind you, the same dead gods Valia felt die. Mystery continues to surround the sword, now wielded by Mallory, cursed as it is, and it is suggested and agreed upon to visit Sister Abigail, if not for the sword, but to at least to check in with her about the cleansing of the Marla. Valia and Mallory share a tense moment, and Boone breaks it up with a, well, we're burning daylight, shall we? The group departs the Marla, but not before getting their gold, and Boone learning there is not a Monster Hunter Guild presence within the city of Fallowheart. The name Grigoi is mentioned by Grunwald, but not without some discomfort and possibly fear at even saying the name. The group heads outside. A note trip through the city is complete without a tale. Noticing a member of the Volatant, Cal, Mallory, and Boone had run into the day before, Cal tries to, as covertly as he can, to let Boone and Mallory know who is following them. Taking no action against the Volatant man, the group arrives at the cathedral to find Sister Abigail reading to a group of children. Taking the allotted time, Boone attempts to locate Divine Relic in plain sight, though the god spoke and said, "Not today, sir. Today you go home empty-handed." Upon finishing her book with the children, Sister Abigail invites the group to sit with her, though Boone hears, "I won't bite," and is momentarily alarmed at this comment. Boone, Cal, and Mallory introduce themselves to Sister Abigail, though Boone adds a bit more charm than he usually does to his introduction. Mars updates Sister Abigail on the status of the Marla as well as Vinny's disappearance. Thankful for the group's assistance with the Marla, Sister Abigail assures the group that whatever wards were put up by her, and if the corruption is truly gone, her wards will eventually fade away. The inevitable "what are you doing in Fallowheart" question is asked, and Mallory asks for a more private space for them to speak. Sister Abigail shows them to a hidden room known only to those that know how to access said room. The room, at least 100 feet long, is covered with murals centered around a singular figure, Saint Dela, fighting armies and monsters, in a sarcophagus in the center of the chamber.
This
Maybe
is
that's your
as
line.
safe as it can get. No one can really come here unless they know the right way to come. I know there are magics to listen in, to see from distances. We are protected against it. It is as safe a place to talk. Please, be as truthful as you can.
Sister Abigail asks Mallory if she's in the city acting on behalf of Ravo. Mallory says she is, and Boone adds that they are in the city to kill the Viscount. Sister Abigail confirms the rumor that the group had heard in the last 48 hours. The Viscount had not been seen in 2 weeks. His henchmen, on the other hand, are still very much running things in the city. And while there are those in the city that would be allies to the group, the Viscount's hold on the city is still far too strong. Sister Abigail suggests the Gravekeeper be taken out and destroyed. At which time a name is dropped. Klein Majoric, an opportunistic merchant that made his name what it is by reinforcing the gates to Fallowheart, rendering any magic against the gates useless. Boone, still in search of his divine relic, splits from the group and circles the sarcophagus. A translucent lid reveals what is mostly bone holding a sword. Valia, using her chameleon-like eyes, keeps an eye on Boone and the other on Mallory's sword. Assuring Sister Abigail that the Ravo army has not attacked the city yet is because they are trying to keep the bloodshed to a minimum. Sister Abigail agrees with the restraint the military has shown, telling the group the last attack on the city failed due to a string of assassinations that occurred at the higher ranks of the army. At this point, Mallory falls back into memory of her own. She led a small unit, a backup unit, to breach the gates in a different way. However, the assassination of the Ravo army general and commanders led to Mallory's squad heading into carnage. Receiving her orders out of sequence, Mallory sent her group in while she observed from a nearby ridge. Though she did not see anything, the screams and cries of pain remain etched in her memory forever. In the distance, from the field of battle, a large 7 to 8 foot tall creature, bear-like in its movements, moves away from the carnage and into the forest. Watching this figure move away from her, the glint of a great axe in its hands catches her attention, as well as a transformation from bear-like to human. As this memory replays in Mallory's head, her eyes land on the great axe strapped to Cal's back. The same great axe used in the slaughter of her squad.
You are a new hope. Things have a way of working out.
Sister Abigail says with a deep and content sigh as Mallory's eyes remain fixed on Cal's great axe.
Woo!
Ruh-roh.
That was wonderful.
Oh boy.
Alright, a few more practices and we'll be amazing at this.
Yes.
That was our amazing recap. Thank you, Galaxy, for that brilliant recap. Getting everyone involved. And that's where we were. Da, da, da. Did we want? For this, I'm just gonna change the scene. Oh, nope. Here we go. I don't want this. Okay.
Ooh.
So this is not exactly what it looks like, but it gives the picture of what the interior kind of is in a way, somewhat like that. With a lot of like pillars, the walls, and obviously candle lit up, and instead of like those stairs, that's where kind of like the sarcophagus is, where Boone is hovering around. But that's where we end it. Abigail looking a little bit happy-ish, more hopeful as she is talking to you all, getting to know that there is that regarding your mission in the city. She definitely did not catch Mallory's eyes or reaction, even if there was even a reaction. And that's where we'll pick it up from as Abigail just smiles at you all, looks back at Mars at you, kind of, and thanks you, Mars, saying that if you hadn't come here, talked to me first, this wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't have met you. I wouldn't have met Valia. And she looks at her, who seems distracted, um, and the future of Fallow Heart seems a little bit more brighter in the darkness that covers its skies.
It is part of what we want to do here, is remove that darkness as best we can. This is the first step, I feel.
Of course. Yes, yes. It seems like it. How is. Are there any changes on Mallory's face that would be just clear, evident to anyone as that
Yeah.
memory hits you and you kind of remember this thing and you see that axe there?
Yeah. Mallory always carries herself very straight backed, very controlled, but there is a even more straight, like, she is like straight as an arrow, and her face has gone completely and utterly blank. And her eyes are fixed on Cal.
So it's like pretty obvious change from like one moment to another.
Yeah, she was like she was having facial expressions, and it's like when you see somebody like complete and utter like shutdown.
Got it.
Yep. Yeah, so Mars, you would notice this. Cal, you would also like easily like notice this on a change. Valia, I would say not necessarily because there was just talk going on, and then your eyes were more on Boone. You tell me, you correct me, right? But that's concerned like, hey, why is Boone like over there hanging around? Uh, but if Yeah. And Boone, obviously, you don't know because you have your own concern. There is something delightful in front of you. All right, Mars, and basically, Cal, you both see this change, and even um, Abigail does, but she doesn't speak up first.
Melody, are you okay? Do you need to use the ladies' room?
Yeah, if you want to use the it's upstairs. We can if we are done talking, I can take you back. We can go back upstairs. That's
And Cal just
Why?
feels.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. You go
No,
ahead.
I mean, he can feel her gaze on him. It's just giving a very curious and confused look. Like, are you okay?
Why did you lie?
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. Why did you lie?
The bear thing? I told you about that.
You could have told us the night in the forest. This isn't the first time you've turned. And you usually turn bigger, don't you?
I had turned before, yes, under my own power, but like I said, what happened at the Marlow, that was the first time that happened. Where is this coming from?
Who are you working for? Cal.
Right now I'm working for you. My contract is for you.
Who are you working for, Cal?
I work with the company of free swords, but right now my contract. Mallory, what is going on? What are you getting at?
Mickey, how long ago?
This was roughly about like 2 years ago ish.
Years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure I had my dates right. Lori turns fully to face Cal. She's not reaching for her sword. Her hands, like her arms, are at her side, laser focused on him. I would say what? There's like maybe 10 feet, 5 feet between them. Lucy, what do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, like they're not like together, but like they're like a couple strides away.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I have been so focused on protecting this group from what slaughtered my last group that I didn't realize the danger was here the whole time.
The look of confusion and kind of rising in frustration at all that's coming out shifts as he begins to think back. Had Mallory mentioned anything about her previous unit or anything like that?
No, but when we were in the camp, Mickey, correct me if I'm wrong. I
Mhm.
know Valia heard Kyler say something about it when they were getting the room, but I think also at the camp it was mentioned as well in front of the group.
Not
Like
the details of it,
not
but
not the
just like
details.
what happened and like good to see
Yeah.
you back on your feet, kind of after what happened, this kind of thing, but never details, never
Yeah.
explicitly, it was never talked about.
Hmm.
Melody, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Is there any hostility in Melody right now towards Gal?
Um she's definitely like, is she like rearing up to attack him? Is that what you're looking for? Or like she's coiled like a spring.
Right, right.
Oh no,
But
is
if
that
but is it like if Melody doesn't get a straight answer or Gal continues to evade something like, would that push Melody into taking a more physical action in some way?
Ye- um that's a really good question.
All right, then continue.
Hmm. I'm just trying to decide if Cal would have enough knowledge above table to know specifically what she like that specific moment. I guess is where
Uh, I would say no.
okay. Then he still looks confused and
Yeah.
he's just gonna flat out and say, come out with it already. What?
2 years ago, the pass up north. It had been dry for a few weeks, and you left enough blood on the ground to churn it into mud. There were 7 of them.
Now at that, his expression changes. And
Mallory takes one step forward as she notices the expression, but she doesn't do anything else. She just takes a single step forward.
Mars will take a step sideways to get closer to Cal when Mallory takes a step forward.
In that steps, again, I want to understand Melody's feeling. It's very important for where you are. What is that? How is Melody feeling internally?
She really wants to punch him.
Okay, okay. Um, as that happens, Valia, you would, at least at this point, yeah, you've got enough passive. It's all happening around you, in front of you, pretty much. You would now notice something has shifted, some kind of like changes are happening as you hear this tight voice of Mallory addressing Cal, and Cal also there, and they shift, like, see Mars also shift closer towards Cal, while Boon Boon is still over there. What do you do?
No! How far away am I?
You are maybe about 30 feet away from the group, roughly.
Ugh,
Or, yeah,
so
20-ish,
far.
20, 25 feet away.
And Mallory's
Valia.
not being quiet either. Like she's not being
Yeah,
quiet. Like
uh, that's true, that's true. Boon Boon, give me a perception check with disadvantage as you are engrossed with that. But Valia, what are you doing? Put it in the chat. Valia, what are you doing as you see energy shift here? Is everything doesn't look okay, I want to say. Are you all really together? As Abigail's eyes also like go left to right, from Mallory to Cal and Mars. And Valia, have you shifted in any way towards any one particular group? Okay, okay. So you're there, okay. And then Abigail also says that, okay. Boone, you have noticed also now.
Yeah, Boone is going to look up from the sarcophagus, um, noticing just the extra straight posture and the tightness in Mallory's voice. Um, did Valia turn her entire body to look at the group or just her head? Okay. But the attention has shifted. Boone is going to take he's gonna move forward and will stop when he is flush with Valia, but standing about 5-6 feet away from her. Ready to just ready for something.
Mallory doesn't look at Valia as she says, I don't think you want to interject yourself into this conversation unless you also have the things that you want to share.
Do you all agree that the temperature of this room has increased, has gone up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Would you also all agree that there is twitchy fingers a little bit?
Yes,
Who wants to volunteer
Yeah.
for a 1d8 roll?
I'll do it.
All right, do it.
Sorry, did you hear the smile in my voice when I said I'll do it?
Yes.
8.
Okay.
Oh no, she summoned a dragon.
Either really good or really bad.
Um, Cal, Mallory, and Valia. Could you all so give me a perception check with disadvantage?
Hmm.
If you think, only roll if you think you characters would be like still be in this moment and still be like kind of like their eyes will still be like looking about. If you think no, then don't make the roll. But if you think they do, make it with disadvantage.
No, Cal's locked on Mallory.
Okay.
Mars would
Yeah,
be
so
looking around.
Yep.
yeah.
So Mars and Boon can give me regular perception check. Um, okay, between the first group, all right. So Cal is not rolling, and Valia, you said you are also not rolling, and Mallory
Not rolling.
not rolling. Okay, and then okay, Mars got 11, and Boon 16 perception. Okay. Da, da, da. Oh no, continue talking. It's fine.
Ay,
Yeah,
ay, ay.
Abigail nervous. Abigail is
Ay, ay,
like
ay.
now nervous, and she's like stepping away from all of you, literally, or getting closer to stepping behind Mars. And she's taller than Mars, but she is like stepping away, and just like you can see her, she's getting nervous also, but like, and she just like speaks to Mars like, what's going on? Is it, yeah,
Um, and Mars is saying this like as quietly as she can, right? Like this is literally what Mars is built for. Is like interesting, watching situations like this happen. So as quietly as she can, she's just gonna tell her, um, to answer your question earlier, we are here in the city for the same reason. However, we come from varied backgrounds, as you can see folding out here, and this is something that may have been coming to a head the last few weeks. I think it's best if you definitely stay behind me for a little bit. Is is your angel friend going to pop out if things get a little dicey here?
as you ask that, she looks at you, and she starts to look around in this chamber, and you see her, but when you catch this little bit of like conversation kind of happening between Abigail and Mars, and you see her face also becomes a little bit ashen, and she's like looking around, and now you look around. The walls had murals of Saint Dela fighting different creatures, or different actions were going on, and every scene kind of depicts a different kind of. She is there, like Saint Dela is depicted there, and some, but there's always something different going on. One of them seems to be like she's accompanied by like maybe more knights as they are fighting off like some army, some old soldiers whose faces are like not there in the mural. There is um okay, that's good. Um there is another mural where you see say Dela seems to be like holding up her sword down, basically pointed at the neck of this creature who has like wings probably cut off from it, and you see this creature finally is like tears are coming out of it, and there are like horns, like 10 a dozen of horns, small horns from growing out of its head. Think of like Maul from Star Wars. um
Frick
and then there is this mural which is like probably closest to where you came from, Boone, is just it's actually kind of a reflection of this place itself in a way, where you see Dela is like sitting on the ground with her sword and shield on either side, and almost where it roughly feels like where her sarcophagus right now is. And again on the mural there are uh, these windows, stained windows, large stained windows also like drawn, and each stained window has what looks like to be like a knight kind of like overseeing, um as daylights are sitting on the ground on this particular place. And from the corner of your eye, Boone, you see something move. You're not sure where, as you kind of like just your eyes dart from right to left. You swear you feel like the murals are moving in some ways. And as that catches your eyes, Abigail tells you, Mars, that my champion need doesn't need to come here. I am protected, but and you see Mars now, her eyes are also like slowly going towards the walls. But Mars, but Cal and Mallory and Valia, what's going on?
Um, Mallory processes what Valia is saying. And is not going to worry about Valia right then. But she is still focused on Cal. She's clocked out of the corner of her eye, like she has clocked Boone's presence. Coming closer. Just focused on Cal. Her fists clench at this moment. But she's not like rearing back or anything like that. Like she's standing there and her fists are clenched at her sides. And she shakes her head very briefly. 2 years ago, we were going through the pass. And you came out of the shadows. They tried to fight. To take you down. To free Fallow Heart. And who were you working for?
Cal is tense, arms crossed over his chest, and there's a twitch in his jaw at Malloy's words, and as he's mentally kind of taken back to that moment. And he doesn't immediately reply, but I had my own orders to follow, and they were from Klein, my work, to get it done. I will not lie in this place. It was never your squad were not part of what I had to do, but I had to get out one way or another, and they were in the way. It was the only way I could make it out of there. So I did what I did.
I think Cal might be the only one who sees it. So Mickey, I don't know who else you want to, but like Cal definitely you would see Mallory's lower lip tremble very briefly. Her hands are still clenched.
I guess Valia will also see this.
Yeah.
Does it look like Mallory's about to say something more? I don't want to interrupt you if you're just like pausing to collect yourself.
Yeah, she's gonna say one more
Okay.
thing.
No, you're good. Just make sure.
Mallory nods one more time. My thoughts are racing. I apologize. Thank you for your honesty. When we find Klein, we'll handle it. But I'm sure everything you needed to do to get out of there will be of warm comfort to Sasha's children. And Mallory is just gonna go and like walk over to the sarcophagus. So she doesn't lose it. She doesn't want anyone to be looking at her face right now. So she's just gonna walk over to the sarcophagus.
Hearing all of this, and like Mars was like, her hand was like holding her harp, like ready, but it wouldn't have been obvious to anyone because cool, calm under pressure at all times, except when, you know, terrifying things of her past are hurling into her mind. On a 25 wisdom save. Mars will kind of like just walk, you know, if Mallory has kind of like, and I'm using this size difference to kind of show walking further away, Mars will kind of go like here-ish in between. And not to anyone in particular, but out loud, we'll just kind of say, it is evident in times like these that there is never going to be the full good or the full bad. While we share our common goal here, as tragic as it is not a surprise that there has possibly been lines crossed in our pasts without our knowledge, in an era where this land is in much turmoil. And I don't say this to dismiss it. I say it as a way to acknowledge it, to compartmentalize it, until we can resolve what we have come here for. This is not to belittle what you are feeling, Mallory, and what you are feeling, Cal. Secrets are life. Secrets are currency. It is money, it is time, it is power. And while I do believe we will all have our secrets until the day we die, as long as there is not more that may impact directly our mission here, I do not think it is wholly fair to point fingers of who is holding what secrets, because we would all be pointing at ourselves. Yeah?
Cal just gives like a solid, stern nod, his gaze still where Mallory was standing. But yeah, he does acknowledge Mars.
Boone will have.
Oh, go ahead.
Boone will have stayed and listened to what Mars had to say. Will give Cal just a very steely glance before turning on his heel and following after Mallory.
Mallory does lift a hand up to acknowledge what Mars said, but that's all she's doing right now.
Totes. Makes sense.
But she didn't want to be a dick to Mars. Just yes, I heard you.
Mars has that effect on people, what can I say? She's good at what she does.
Hell yeah.
How's Abigail reacting now? Have things settled on the walls?
Yeah.
You give me a perception check. Boon, Mars.
It's a 10.
Is it
Nice.
10? Yeah, you look around and everything, and nothing seems to be moving. Though nothing seems to be like coming out, or nothing's happening in the from the murals at least.
Sweet.
Um, when Abigail just talks to you, and now she'll basically scoot up to that happens. You're here. You just scoot up to this way about to Falia, just to say like um. uh, and she's looking in the direction of Boone and Mallory have gone towards the sarcophagus, and she just says to you, Valia, that is is everyone going to be uh, okay? Um, are you? I know Mallory. She said about and Boone, Boone, right? Yes, I think so. Said about killing the Viscount, but and she just like looking at Gal and Mars, and then towards the other two, Boon Boon and Mallory, and then asks, she's just looking at you, Valia, saying, "Are you will you still be will you still be able to help us, help the city, the people?" And she smiles. "And what about you? Are you really here to kill Warlow? Is that the only thing that brought you back?"
No. If I'm able, I intend to return your priest to you.
Well, return is a strong word, but I believe you. Um, I don't know what to do now. I mean, should we just go back up? Is she okay? Is she going to be okay? And she just scoots up a little back to you, Gal. Are you okay? Will you be okay? Do you want to talk about, I don't know, anything? I'm really good at listening.
Cal snaps out of his head for a moment, having still just been kind of like frozen in his thoughts, and he's like, "I'm." I looks over to Mallory. There's a lot on my mind right now. A lot that I am unfortunately responsible for, and I don't know if you would care to hear that information from me, but I do appreciate the the offer.
You said Klein, did Klein, did he make you do this? Whatever happened, I mean, you don't have to tell if you don't want to, I guess. But did he force you to do this? What it was?
Klein himself didn't, and he looks down for a moment and like rubs his face. You will, you will think me mad.
Try
the
me.
The voices in my head is what led me to do it, and is what led me to Klein.
Well, that does sound mad, but it's not unusual, since since the gods have vanished. So we all we all hear voices in our head. She gives you this warm smile. Um, okay. Um, I'm I'll just check on them also. No, normally we don't allow anyone to touch the sarcophagus of Saint Taylor, but I guess I can give them a moment.
I promise not to climb on top of it.
And she starts walking towards. So Boone, Melody, you both hear the like some conversation, light murmurs going on behind you. What are you two doing in this moment that you have like about a minute or so, a couple of minutes or so?
Um, Boone will. I'm assuming that Mallory is facing away from him, so he is going to approach slowly, calmly, and he's going to put his right hand very gently on her left shoulder. And will say, Lori,
Yeah.
do you need a minute?
She nods. But she does put her hand on his and gives it a squeeze. But and that just that she's grateful.
Whatever you need, whatever you want to do, just say the word.
She nods and she's looking through the translucent top of the sarcophagus. And while she knows this isn't what Boone is asking for, she does gesture to the body of Saint Dela. Um, is this what you needed to get?
I think so.
Cool. How do we convince the good sister to give us the relic of her precious saint?
I'm charming enough.
Well, yeah, you're very charming, but
Yeah, it's the mustache.
it's got a thing. But I have a concern, and that is I've never heard a cure for lycanthropy. How do you know they're just not pulling your leg?
I don't,
Oh.
At this
but I have to
point,
try
yeah,
something. I, I can't just let my family die off like this.
at this point you both hear like soft footsteps kind of like behind you, pretty close. uh, and you see, Boone, you would see just Abigail just come and said, um, hello, I I'm sorry to interrupt you all, but how are you doing, Mallory? I know there was that seemed like a lot. Were those people were they close to you?
Uh, mm. Yes, they were. I apologize, Sister Abigail, for making such a scene in your sanctuary. That was um, uncalled for. Please forgive
N-
me.
No, no, it's okay. It's. I mean, sometimes um, truth can be more uh, hurtful than poison, but it's still better to know it. I mean, I don't know your relationship with Gal, uh, but I hope you can, for your own sake, for your own, find something, a common ground to work with, and what I can just tell is that he was being truthful, pretty truthful about. He said is he was he I no, I think he should tell you why he had to do it, but it was truth. Like I said, sometimes truth is a lot more hurtful. He he is he feels I feel that he feels um, heavy guilt and regret about the actions of the past. But sometimes fate has a very weird and almost a bad sense of humor, if you'll allow
Mhm.
it, to bring people together. And as she says that, she looks back and she's looking back towards the group and she's looking back towards Valia specifically. We have to, still looking at Valia, we can't let our past hold us back when there is hope for the future, not just for ours, but like for more and for greater good. It still exists. It's rare in our lands, especially here. And you're from Astoria, so you would know. Never a ray of sunshine.
Um,
But yeah, yes.
I I appreciate your kindness, Sister Abigail, and I can tell how much of a bright spot in this city you are with the people who need it. Um, and I can promise you, I'm well versed in getting things done when needed, and I can promise you that a new day is coming for Fallow Heart and the people that you care for.
So I am really sorry, but uh, I must I must press upon you that are you still willing to go along with the Viscount, you know? And she just moves her finger across and they're like, that is still on the table
Uh,
with all of
Mallory,
you?
yes. Mallory smiles all teeth and says, "It's either him or me."
Well, I really hope it's him. Okay.
I promise.
Uh, and
Um,
yeah, yeah.
Spiked. Go ahead, Nat.
no, Mallory was going to gesture to Boone, so you go.
Despite our many differences, sister, we are here under a single unified goal. That doesn't mean that we don't all have our own personal agendas.
He nods, listening.
I can't speak to anybody else's, but I can speak to mine.
And what is
And I have a
it?
favor. One that I hope you will grant.
Well, it really depends on the favor.
This cathedral, this sanctuary, is a beacon of hope to the people of the city, and potentially, probably, to Ostoya as a whole. The closer one gets to Novostoya, the less divinity there is for people to hang on to. I am here. And he'll look at Mallory very briefly before turning his attention back to Sister Abigail in search of an item promised to give me back my life. At least that was the intent when I first came here. The last 24 hours, that intent has shifted. Not for my own well-being, but for the well-being of someone I care for very, very much. I have been promised a cure in exchange for an item of divinity.
Her eyes narrow a little bit. Cure for what exactly?
Lycanthropy, sister. It is a
She.
death sentence.
Okay. She steps back immediately, like a couple of steps. Instant.
When she steps back, Mallory does put a very obvious hand on Boom's shoulder. Not in like a holding him back way, but in a I'm not afraid, like there's nothing to be afraid of way.
Don't scare me. I am not a
Okay.
monster, Sister Abigail.
Not yet.
He's not a
Not yet.
monster.
I've heard that before.
Boone has dedicated
But
Boone has dedicated his life to protecting the innocent and those crushed beneath not only the feet of the Crimson Court, but all the darkness that travels Astoya.
have seen what this darkness inside a person can do, what they become in spite of their beliefs, their ideals. But you promise, or you say you promise a better outcome for the people. You, this cure that you already have cure, or someone is giving you the cure. It's for you.
Someone. It is no longer for me, but for someone else. I have
You, yeah.
resigned myself to becoming this monster you have already painted me as.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Um, 15.
As you say that you're doing this for someone else now, you see her hesitation, her kind of like fear slowly kind of dissipates away as she had like almost this hunched form right now as she had walked away from you, but like she straightens up her back and says, and then she looks at all of you, Mars, Gal, Valia. Her eyes linger at Valia for 5 seconds longer. She smiles, gulps. You all have spoken truth so far. You all have some issues that you probably need to talk through, be more open, be more forgiving of the past if you all have to move forward. While I've seen the darkness consume, uh, do not let go of the hope, Boon Boon, as I am also not, as I am actually putting my hope in all five of you. Client, you might, I don't know what your business you have with him, but for you, and she gives this almost like rueful smile. There is there is a way to cure your lycanthropy, but for that you must all prove that you are standing against the Viscount as boldly as you can. There's an antidote. I can make it. It does require something special, some blood of something special. And her eyes just go down. She is unclenching her fists. And the time will come. And if you still live and you have proven yourselves to be an ally of the light, I will tell you what to get the blood. Whom it will take time to get this antidote made. But between me and already Ash, we can do it. And now she stands up, puts her hand on the sarcophagus, and then looks at all of you. Take a vow, if you must, to prove your fealty to the light, to save the city. Put your hand on this Saint Dela's remains, what remains here, that you will get rid of Gravekeeper once and for all. And I will help you, looking at you, Boone, I will help you create an antidote. And Relic, but you still need a relic if I get the antidote. Do you?
Yes.
Well then, that must I'm sorry, but that must come at a higher cost. Gravekeeper, it is then first. And I'll show you the path for your antidote to cure you or your loved one of the curse. And if you believe you're all in this together, despite your differences, she puts her other hand also on the sarcophagus and now looks at all of you expectantly do the same.
Mars goes up without hesitation, as you can see in the GIF that I just posted.
Yes.
Cal
Yeah.
will
Yeah.
follow slowly a few steps behind her.
Valia will round out the group and follow Cal to the sarcophagus.
Mallory?
Mallory puts her free hand down onto the sarcophagus.
And Boon Boon.
Yeah, he'll put his hand on the sarcophagus, but will not break eye contact from Sister Abigail.
She meets. She smiles. She meets your stare. You will not become the monster that you think you might become, because you will. You will. And with that, we'll go into our break.
Oh boy.
All right, let's take a 10 minutes break for everyone. There's animals. They need feeding. And we'll get back after 10 minutes. All good? Yeah?
Sounds good.
Yep.
Sounds
Awesome.
good.
It's just now I'm getting hands over here. I see how it is.
Hands. These hands are rated E for everyone.
Are all the animals fed? Did
Yeah.
they get their own Taco Bells and stuff?
Yes, everyone got a crunch wrap.
Nice.
That sounds good.
I have never had Taco Bell.
Oh,
Or at
Oh,
least-
Mickey. When you visit the US for whatever reason, we're coercing you. It doesn't matter. We'll meet you somewhere. I will personally treat you to Taco Bell.
Awesome. Yeah.
Many
Okay.
crunch wraps for Mickey.
Crunch wrapped, beefy gorditas. The new Cantina chicken
Ooh.
menu is fire. Nacho
Yeah.
fries. Oh, you gotta have the nacho fries.
Nacho fries?
Bro,
What?
don't knock it
Two
till you
completely
try
different
it.
things?
They are divine. They're so good that they get people like, who was it, Matt Damon? No, Robert Pattinson, I think, did an ad for the nacho fries. Dude, they have
What?
people dangling on their finger, right? They will take the nacho fries away, and then when they're about to come back, they'll do some massive like movie style commercial that nacho fries are back. I'm gonna show you.
Oh,
It's
shit.
crazy.
Okay. That is a good way of good marketing, basically.
Yes.
Scarcity.
Oh no, they got Steve from Stranger Things at one time.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Let's see. Is this the?
I don't know why I can't come
He
with
is
you.
awesome.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Let me share copy. Too many servers. Okay. Here you go.
With 500 channels.
Oh
Ever since they left,
wow.
my mind's
Okay.
been a little fried. I gotta do this on my own.
Take all the time you need.
Bella Vista, always golden hour.
Sounds cheesy, but you'll see for yourself.
So long, nacho fries.
It's nacho fries, isn't it? He can't escape the craving.
Janie, I don't think I'm alone up here.
The cravings. He can't escape the cravings.
I warned you. Once it's been dipped, it can't be undone.
The whole town was built on bold seasoning. Tyler, get out of there!
Damn. Awesome, man. Good shit.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
That made me a little hungry for sure.
Yeah. They do it like every time they come back. It's hilarious.
Sick. Good. Alright. Are we all good? Ready to go back? Jump back into the game?
Let's do it.
Alright. Back into the game. Back from our break. In a very different way of knighting you all. You're now basically knights of the sarcophagus table. With Sister Abigail kind of asking you to really devote yourselves to the cause of Viscount, relieving the city of from the Viscount, and in return, at least once you do the Gravekeeper, that's a big ask right now. Is she has means to create an antidote for lycanthropy, which needs, among maybe other things, a blood of specific creature, which she will tell when the time comes. When you've proven yourself not only to her but to the people who want to be free. Um, so before we wrap this scene with the cathedral and all, is there anything else you all want to chat up with Sister Abigail?
Yes. So before they go, Valia will cast a glance toward Mallory. She's kind of got herself between Cal and Mallory, where they were standing by the sarcophagus. Um, but her gaze will drop from Mallory's eyes to her sword, and she'll turn to Sister Abigail and ask her, um, Sister, you have you are obviously familiar with curses and things of a dark nature. Would you be willing to look at an item for us?
She says, "What kind of item?" I think so, but I don't want to promise anything, but yes.
Mallory, if you don't mind showing the sister your sword, maybe we can get to the bottom of what exactly it is.
Before that, she said, "Wait, if you mentioned curses." Um, she looks back at the chamber, at the mural. She's like, "We should not do it here, just in case." So she kind of like herds you out of this picture towards the staircase, and just as you are on the staircase itself, like there's a small platform before the stairs actually go up. She's like, "Yeah, here, okay." First guess it's only the sword versus five of you. Okay, what is it?
Um, Mallory uh reaches behind her back to pull her pillowcase covered sword out and unwraps it and says, apparently Valia can touch this. And I, of course, can touch this, but Mars touched it and went screaming. This was in Vinny's back, and we pulled it out of him. I went down, but Boone and Valia saw what happened to him afterwards.
Um, she looks at the sword and looks at Mars and was like, "Okay, did you do anything different than what Valia did that it sent you out screaming?"
Um, I think it is more to do with maybe what is within and how each of us have interacted with the world. I think for me it was an overwhelming presence of what I've been fighting at home, and so I believe it may have been more potent against me. Um, and Valia spoke a little of why maybe she was able to resist it due to where her magic comes from. Uh, and yet, even different, Mallory felt it called to her, and the opposite is how it pushed me away.
Okay. Um, she hesitatingly um stops, and she reaches her hand reaches out, but she stops before touching it and looks at you, Miller, and says like, "Can is it okay if I touch it? You see?"
I'll hold it, but you can
Yeah,
touch it
yeah, of
if you
course,
want.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that probably is the best, I think. She puts her hand on the sword and she starts to like mutter some words. You see her eyes become this almost this, like mercury flowing in her eyes. Uh, and as it's been like half a second, and as she's touching this, you all hear this howl, like a wind howling, and from behind her back, four sets of wings like spread out, same set of wings that a champion has, And as that happens, from almost immaterial, this champion comes out and pulls her back away from the sword. It's just a 1/100th of a second touch thing. He just was, no, the madness. You must. And this it's not a he, this champion, they are like just heaving heavy deep breath. Uh, give me an, if you so wish, can give me an insight check, if anyone
Okay.
so wishes. So on this champion who's just like veil covered face, its wings barely contained in this like small chamber, and the sword, he is not hold they're not holding a sword anywhere, but like pulled back. You with that 22 you're done there.
She's
Yeah.
gonna kill us. I didn't do anything. I'm just
17.
standing here. Don't you judge my
Almost
skill.
great, and then it rolled off. Rat.
Oh no.
It was almost a 19, and instead it's a 5.
Ah, okay. 5 is hard because your concern was like, oh, what the hell is going on? Just balancing yourself noise. But with 17, I think it's 17. Yeah, with 17, 22, and 17 and above, basically. 14 is looking back at the sarcophagus. Okay, sure. Um, you, Gal, Melody, and Valia, you instantly like sense that with that heaving and the intonation, the voice itself, there is deep fear in this divine or celestial champion. And in that 100th of a second, Melody, you hear the voice of like, this is for you. Accept your blood asks for it. And Melody, only you hear that.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that please in a normal voice? Because I'm like,
Yes.
what did you
Uh,
just
the
say?
the voice just says that this, and you get it like this, meaning the sword is for you. Your blood asks for it, and adds on to say, and your blood was given this. And with that, the Oro has like pulled back Abigail, and Abigail's eyes just revert back. That Mercury-ish kind of just sheen goes away, and she's like, okay, um, it's it might be cursed. I was trying to. I know of a way to if it's something magical, I can like get to know what it can do, how which can it do, and all of that. And it doesn't tell you, unfortunately, if it's cursed or not. But there is there is some. And she's looking at you, Melody. There is. I felt a spark of divinity in that. The the twisted. And she looks back at Oro, and the champion's just like heaving slowly, their hands still on Abigail. And um, well, I don't think this seems like this is bound to you in some way.
Yes, it's mine.
Uh, oh, it's
It's mine.
okay. Okay, it's yours. Yeah, it's
Mars is
Um,
yours, of
squinting.
course.
Go ahead. Sorry,
But-
Sarah.
Oh no, all I said is Mars is squinting.
Yeah, we got Mallory turning into a fucking golem over here.
um, you see, Abigail is definitely concerned about this, and she. I don't want to touch it, and it's yours, but can you just show me the hilt? Just keep
Yeah.
holding it. Keep holding it.
Don't worry. I don't.
She's
It's fine. And like Mallory isn't holding it to her like, oh, it's mine, Gollum.
Yeah.
But like she's holding it like, oh my god, I do not want to hurt you. Like,
Sure.
oh god, even if Valia wants to throw shade about it. And while she's showing Sister Abigail the hilt, so when I got visions when I
Oh,
first touched the sword,
like
I
voices in the head, kind
well
of
more than that,
thing.
more
Oh,
than that.
oh, okay. So looking at Cal, you're not the only one, I guess.
We're gonna talk about that later, but I saw the world in chaos and fighting and four gods yelling about how they were the what was it? I am the true one, as has been said, and it was four angry voices fighting against each other. And and Mallory does glance at everyone else because she hasn't shared this part yet with them. I saw a vision of a man in a throne room of some kind. He had the sword, and there were other items glowing on him. And he said that everyone was united under the true God.
She thinks about it a little bit. She says that I'm sorry, I really actually don't know that much. I know there was some event that happened centuries ago with the gods, and um, but I don't know any details. I'll try to see if we have any information within our whatever tomes that we have. Um, she says, looks down and says, um, there's a place in Fallowheart that might be able to help you. And then she looks back at the gal and possibly you if you have some business with Klein. Um, it's it's Incan Helm, and what is that? Nope. Yeah.
And I get a scabbard there too.
She says this is a shop, basically clothier kind of a shop, caters
Oh,
to the nobles and merchants in the town and other people, but it's run by a really a good gentleman called Igard, and she says that not many people know this, but Igard's family comes from the Empire. They have roots in the city in a long time. Um, and he is a collector of knowledge, so to say. Not easy to, doesn't trust easily. You can guess, you can take your guesses. Um, he,
Mallory pauses her and says, actually, we helped some close family friends of his on our way in. Think that might help us?
I don't, he doesn't really have any family that I know of, but I know that he helps a lot of um, downtrodden people in the city as best as he can. Um, I don't want to tell more just in case there's more. But yes, he could. He, like I said, like he's a purveyor of knowledge and books and things. So he might have something more relevant for you. And looking back at you, Gal, she says, um, there is one of our parishioners who comes here every now and then. Her name is Grisha, not to be confused with the Grisham's Tower. Um, she, I believe, she is one of the people who regularly goes and delivers the whatever they require of Igad's shop. Um, that if you have still something to do with Klein, she could know more about Klein and where he lives and all of that information. Um,
Cal nods and thanks.
yeah,
That would it would be great to speak with her if possible. So yes.
yeah. She works at the Inkenhelm only. A tragedy happened to her years back, and then obviously God took her in basically. Um, I will, like I said, I'll continue to see what we have on the sword. Um, and I look forward to hearing what we talked about. You helping the people and the town, and I will help you, Boon Boon, and your loved one. And with that, she kind of like hurts you all out. Oro is still there, keeping her back as you all maintaining some distance, and slowly as you all this winding staircase, you keep go up, reach up. The champion, the Oro, has completely disappeared. Though you see or feel like the wings are still there, just very very translucent. Actually, like wings are still there, just in case it needs to come out. Maybe. And with that, you all come out of top in the cathedral room, and slowly, like a couple of more acolytes kind of come, and she bids you farewell, and you see she's been taken away. Apparently, with there's some, she has to go and do some sermon for the congregation, and she's just going over there. And you are on your own in the cathedral or out if you have come out completely out. Um, so with that, I'll just put on the map that we have with the markings. What do you want to do? What's next, y'all?
It's chomping time.
It's what?
It's chomping time.
How long have you been waiting to say that?
If you would believe me genuinely, Mickey said it, and I literally thought of it on the spot. I actually don't do good with planned humor. I'm really only funny when I have off the cuff humor, which is, 50-50. So I actually didn't plan it.
Good one. Very good one. Yeah, Valia, you are very, very hungry.
Yeah, homegirl's hangry, and she's about to start making it
Oh.
everybody's problem.
Yeah,
As
you're
we
more
step
paler than
outside,
before. Yes.
Boone will look around for that Volatant member that was following them.
I will also look.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Give me a perception check with advantage, or unless you both are doing your own. Are you doing both your
I
own, or are you
already,
helping? Okay.
I already
Yeah,
get advantage.
You already get advantage?
Yes.
Okay.
18.
18? Yes, you don't see anyone you don't see the Voltant man around here anywhere, not anymore. And it's been some time. It's almost like I'm gonna say about like 1-ish, 1:30-ish PM time since the the day started for you all.
Okay. Boone will put his hand on Mallory's shoulder. And
Feel it.
just give it a gentle squeeze and
Mhm.
say, "Do we need some time?"
No, we're fine for now. We got things to do. I need thanks. Thank you. Do you need time?
No, I've been called a monster before.
I would offer to go back and fight her, but I don't think it would go our
It
way.
wouldn't end well.
It would not end well. She's gonna reach up and be mindful of his shoulder this time and kind of squeeze his arm. Well, let's figure this out. And then she'll call to the rest of the group. I need to go buy a scabbard for this. What do you guys need to do?
Well, I think after the tenseness of this, I remember that you have gone to the docks and we had not, and it is possible that maybe some distance for a few moments to process may help. And I do believe Cal said he had some sort of thing called coupons in the bed this morning, yes?
For hookers and booze? Yeah, he does.
I mean,
yeah.
to each their own, and possibly this is good. You go buy your scabbard for your freaky little sword, and that is how you get your what's it called, stones off. And then Cal, possibly this is his way. And of course, we will just be good friends, making sure that he does not go too far.
Sword in the front accent.
Stop.
Incredible, incredible.
I'm crying. Oh god.
All right, just for my sake, who is going where?
Valia, Cal, Mars, hookers and booze, blood.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
All right, that is incredible. Let's do this. Which one is it? Hold on, I have to find this.
Yeah, Valia needs to go eat that dude or whatever it is that Alex said last session.
Gotta get that dude. Yeah.
That dude.
Hopefully he's there.
It's either that or you, Cal.
Yeah, which that's fine.
You know?
Yep.
Okay, so let's see. Val, Calivalia, and Mars. You're about here, shimmering. Apart from the scabbard or sheath, is what else is on for Boone and Mallory?
Did you
Boone
see
doesn't really have anything.
Okay. All right. But Mallory,
actually,
yeah.
yes. If there's any obvious place in the city that would be like a courier's or a place to send letters,
It is.
he'll stop by there.
Okay. All right. So
But
stop it there.
it can wait until after the scabbard thing is done.
Okay, apart from okay, so for scabbard thing, Melody, is this just a scabbard thing you were looking for, or is there anything more that you wanted from that? Because
I need
if
a I need
not,
a
I'd really like you find a scabbard, basically.
yeah, I need a scabbard, and then I need either like a tranquilizer potion to put on my arrows or like trank darts or something for the full moon coming up.
Wow, Frank, what is that?
Oh, sleep dart, I don't know, like something
Oh,
that can either paralyze or put the guys to sleep if we need to.
um, okay, okay. Okay, we'll park that bus, those two buses right
Yeah.
now, because we'll go to Shimmering first. All right, so you all part your ways. Things happen. Things became clear or not. Valia, Mars, and Gal. You just had to ask the first person about the shimmering and you don't get the answer till you find the fifth person who looks like the person who would probably go there. And then finally get the directions of where it is towards the gate. Um, and we definitely need change of music. Where is my shimmering? Yeah, there we go. That's my map. Scene.
Okay, I'll get it real quickly.
Oh.
You you reach this building, and from the outside, it looks like to be like one of the regular buildings itself. And on the wall itself, you see there's like a lot of like glitter, just glitter. The front wall has just glitter on it. There is no name, nothing. There's a heavy like oaken door and heavy burly. This person sitting over there outside who sees you all and gives you a smile and opens the door for you all to go in. And inside you see it is even though it's like daytime, it is actually relatively busy. There are people milling about with, and you can see there are like consorts, people who who work here very easily deducible, and clients. There are open like massage bars. People are just lying down on the mat. There are someone giving them massages with oil massages. Incense is just everywhere. There is this heavy incense smoke and aroma filling almost every space available. Uh, at one corner, there's a small group playing this light harp music. There is this kitchen table itself, is more like a restaurant kind of thing where people are eating. And then your eyes, as it's usually like this looking around, you see this man come up to you all, elvish, really long hair up to their back, uh, golden hair, uh, and they uh, look at all three of you and say, "Welcome to the Shimmering. Um, I have never seen you all three before, so you must be new. Welcome, welcome. We cater to one and all, and we make sure that the pleasures that you seek and gives you the smile, coy smile, and a wink, you get them, of course." Of course, after all, we are just a decent establishment, making sure that the life, as hard as it is, gets rewarded in the right way. And seriously, so, how can we be of help with you? What can we do? What are you seeking? What are you looking for? Is it food, wine, massage, something more sensual? Or probably one of our hot sauna or hot waters that we have. With
Cal
massage, of course.
Cal puts on a smile as he gives a nod to them and will say, "Yes, this is first time here. Well, given I've correction, and about to Nikki, when Cal had his interaction, was it here or was it just with her elsewhere? Is this his
It was
first time at
here.
the treasury? Oh, it
No,
was here.
you've been here, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he'll mention like, oh, I it's been a couple years since the last time I passed through town, but needed to come by. Wanted to just show some good friends. The establishment. I'm actually looking for someone specific. If she's available.
Oh, a returning customer, always our favorites, and you brought friends, even better, of course. Yes, please come on in. As he's bringing you all in, kind of like a server is going around, and he just stops him, and it's like, oh, here you go. This is just this rose sherbet that we have. Quench your thirst, you will feel relieved of any anxiety instantly. Tested on hundreds and thousands of people who drink it daily almost. Please, here you go. And he like hands like a small, like almost like a champagne flute with this red liquid in it, very light. Small bubbles are coming out of it. Um, and he hands one to each one of you. And yes, so you said who are you looking for? Do you have a name?
He'll pull out her card that she had given him that day at the tavern,
Oh
um,
yes.
and will hand that. And I unfortunately don't remember her name, but Cal would say her name as
Uh,
he hands it because it was
yes,
a drow. Uh-huh.
Arushka.
Yeah,
Oh, Arushka, yes, of course. Yes, she still is here, one of her favorites, one of her best. Well, oh my goodness, I am so sorry. Please let me introduce myself. I am Chuck Truswell. I run this beautiful, amazing place with my sister, Norris Truswell. So again, Arushka, yes, I think I should be. I did see her getting in today. Um, why don't you take a seat? Um, and he points you towards like one of these couches, like heavy leather couches with gold trimmings. Um, see, and he says, "Well, you sit here. I will go let her know that. Um, I mean, I know Arushka is amazing, but for all three of you, are you sure? Do you?" And he looks now at Mars and Valia. We have more people. Uh, Depends on your taste. Uh, Would you want something else or more?
No, we appreciate their hospitality, but we will be following our friends here.
All right, of course. Okay. Uh, please make yourself comfortable, and I'll get Arushka.
Cal
And
will take a
yeah, you take a seat and you see then there's a small it's like a waiting room ish kind of there is a hookah like on the side of like every of this kind of like lounge where you all three have been like sat down. It's a small table in front of you, and on the table there are like small plates with dry fruits already there, and grapes and like some small other fruits like already like available just to have a go at it. And can I get a perception check from all three of you as you kind of what here?
19.
19. Nice. Whoa, 12, 13, 19. Okay. With that 19, Cal, you are on edge because you are hoping to see someone that you know
Mm-hmm.
are seeking, or rather are seeking. Um, you you kind of like are looking around. You notice actually something else. You see two folks still wearing their full heavy plate armor, in plate armor basically, are stationed somewhere a couple like down the corridor. And these all waiting rooms are basically just a large room separated by just like curtains. And even those curtains are like halfway open, so you can see other patrons who are sitting in this like really large room. And you see there are two of these soldiers, very easily recognizable, like as soldiers, full plate armor, just standing there like an attention. They don't wear the crest of the black, the black guard, and they don't wear the crest of Warlow also. And you catch an eye, and they have this crest of the Ostoyan Empire, and uh, next to them in the lounge, you see a person who's sitting over there, their back and head towards you with this dark black hair, long hair up to the shoulder, just open, and a massive glaive, like heavy glaive, with dried blood still on its blade, next to this person. As you see, um, you see like it's probably like our Chuck, uh, Chuck Trustwell, but you recognize it's not. It's a little different, and then you get it. Oh, the sister. It's a twin sister. Norris Trustwell is approaching this particular gentleman, and just says that, "Oh, well, Tribunus, um, your chambers, your private chambers are all ready, and if you need anything, we have stationed uh, a servant outside, so you can just let them know, and we'll get whatever you need. The wines have already been appropriated, um, and what you asked for is already in the room. So I really hope." And you see this person just doesn't move. His hand, heavy hand, gloved hand, moves and grasps not his trusses, like Trustwell's face, and it's like squishing it. And you see that this elven woman is just like holding herself, not really scared. And you hear this voice says, "It's not Tribunus, it's Shadow Tribunus, second in command of the Roman army. And you should say my full name, as I'm known." "What is it? What is my name?" "You know it." And a voice just squeaks out of Nora's trustworthy. "Yes, Shadow Tribunus, Ninad, the carver. Yes, the carver. Yes, that's full name." Just let's go off her face. Stands up, is wearing this like jacket which is like open from the front, kind of turns around, picks up his glaive, and starts walking away from all of this. And as he kind of like walks away, the two soldiers follow him. And you see Chuck, Norris Trustful, just standing there, holding her face, like adjusting it, composing herself, and just looks around, gives everyone a smile who was probably staring at her, and goes away. And at that point, Chuck comes around. Mr. Chuck Trustwell comes around and says, "Ah, Rishka, here, look. As I was telling you about your return customer." And Arushka just stands over there like, "Oh, oh my, oh the gods, if they ever existed. Can I? You, Gal, wasn't it? I'm so happy to see you here. And you brought different friends. Well, friends are friends. Hello, I am Arushka." And she gives this hand to you, Valia, first. shake it or whatever you want
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah, Valia will shake her hand.
You shake her hand and like she turns your hand around, gives it a little kiss. Welcome to the Shimmering. And you are looking at Mars and just extends her hand also to you. Welcome.
Mars will take her hand and actually kiss it and say, Mars, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Oh, that was hot. Well, so well, let me show you around and let me see what you all want to do. Chalk Russell says, well, you are all in the beautiful hands at the Shimmering. And of course, Urshka will take full and good care of you all. And if you need more, please do not hesitate. This is one place where you can truly let go and be yourself. I'll
Cal,
take your leave.
Cal gives a nod and thanks to him.
Um, yes, of course. And he can like vanishes away, milling in the crowd again. And Anushka just says that, well, so what do you guys want to do first? A massage? A bath? Maybe get dirty first? And then all of those? And she starts like twirling her hair, looking at all three of you. Come on now, come now.
Valia will turn towards Cal and she'll just look at him with a raised eyebrow.
Hmm. Thinking above table. Would Cal know? Like he's been here before. Which activities would be in like private areas, like massages in the private area, or like just to get her alone so they can talk without possibly other people
Yeah.
around?
Oh no, yeah, yeah. You know a first place. Like most of the massage rooms are actually kind of open, but they do have like private rooms. They have private rooms. Sorry, where you can get massage and more. Um, that is the best thing, unless you pay for like the full night treatment where you get like a different, obviously full room, but like more, little bit more lavish room. That will cost more. A private room would roughly cost around like 50 gold, and you get it for like about like a handful of hours, depending on what all do you want to do. Thanks. I know, I know. I was just leaving it for imagination. Uh, let you fill in the blanks. But yeah, but like a private room would cost you about like 50 gold standard just to like stuff. And then on top of it, you get like a massage included in that, and like some smoking equipment like hookah most probably, and so. Yeah, so if that is that what you want to do, or do you want to like walk around a little bit more?
Walk around a little bit more, and then they can be chatting, and then also he can be looking for
Okay.
Silas at the same time.
Okay. Okay, cool. As you're kind of walking around this place, Arushka kind of takes you from a tour and just introduces you to the small, like almost like individual, like two, three people pools that they have, like hot water pools, so on kind of thing that's going on there. You don't remember this, Cal, the last time, which was a couple of years ago now. And Anushka tells you this is like the newest thing that they have added in like last 1 year or so, and each pool has, based on the color and all, something has like different effects that you feel. They have become the most popular thing over here. Like people just come here to get rid of their anxiety or have good dreams, and they have a lot more repeat customers coming for here. So we've obviously bundled up. You don't just get this; you have to get something else, and then you can get this as well. It's a bundled service now. Um, and yeah, so she's like, yeah, those, and she points out towards the blue and green kind of these hot pools, and she said that, yeah, those are like more popular if you want like a really good night's sleep with like good dreams. Apparently, like people have it, and she said that this is the one that I also love it. I do like it, but my favorite is the reds and yellows and oranges. Absolutely great for skin. You just skin just feels wonderful after this. Like you go through it and you can feel the difference. And then she tells you about these other ones which are like more darker in shade. Uh, they are basically just relaxant in a way that no matter how what you have gone through, they just really, really, really just sitting in there. It feels like you're in a sludge. It's like like mud, but it slowly works through your muscles and tiredness and just like seeps it away. So that one is apparently the most popular among people who do like heavy manual work, labor around here, or who have traveled like long distance and like really tired. This is like you go in there for a couple of hours, few hours ish, and you feel rejuvenated in a way. And then kind of like and she just looks around and she shows you like there's a swimming pool, also a couple of swimming pools that they've always had it, and it's always full, people are jumping around. um and then she finally, for because she want a private room, she comes to like a private room and says that, yeah, this is the private room, a small private room where we can get going. And she just uh looks at all three of you one by one, and she opens up the door and goes in.
We haven't seen Silas at all.
Nope, you have not seen Silas so far.
Valia looks at Boone and she goes, well, I don't want to eat her. Or Cal, not Boone. Not that she's not like lovely and everything, but I'm trying to kill multiple birds with one stone here.
Right. I can speak to her and see if she might have more information of where he might be. And this is where they walk in the room and everything.
You, as you're kind of like just walking in the room with that like on the border, you hear her scream a little bit, and you see that voice kind of come through, and if you run in, you'll see there's a man like standing over there, just like saying, no, it's just me, it's me. Look, it's me, Silas. Look, Anushka, I've finally got it. I have enough gold to free you from all this dirty work. And he looks at all of you, and if you have you entered in the room up.
And hearing a scream, Cal would have gone in. Yes.
You see this person in front of you, and you see there's a difference, Cal. It takes you a few moments to recognize if this is Silas or not, because he is a big man, roughly about 6 feet, but he's like broad-shouldered. Last year, remember, he had like this long dark hair. Now it's like all short, cropped up. But the scar that he had over his right cheek going through the chin, that's a very visible clue to you. Oh, that is Silas. And Arushka is just like going back, Silas, this is my work and I love it. I don't know how many times I have to make it clear. I have guests. And she points at all of you. Plural guests. So please go away. No. And Sarah's just moving in front and like trying to like holds her hand tightly, and I just go like, no. You think you like it, then you don't like it. Look, I can build. I have enough to build us a good, a good life from all this. This is nonsense. No. A family.
Mars is gonna slide forward here, seeing him blubbering, and she's seen it all. She herself wasn't necessarily part of like the courtesan work, but like, there's networks within networks that everyone has objectives for. And she's gonna look between he's focused on what's her Anaya, what's her name? Arushka. Sorry. And she's gonna look between she's gonna first look at Cal and kind of try to catch his eye to see if this is who he's been looking for.
And he'll Give an affirmative.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure at this point they've created some, nonverbal things since they've traveled together for a while. And so Mars will kind of slide in and she'll kind of she'll look at Arushka and then look at the door, and she'll then come to Silas and say, excuse me, sir. I do not know who you are, but we are I do not think this is part of the package that we have asked for. And one, it is not polite to push a lady when she tells you one thing. She should only have to say it one time. So regardless of who you are to her, I do not believe that this behavior is very couth for anybody, let alone a man.
He's still holding on to Arushka's arm and looks at you, and now seeing that you are a little shorter than he is, he's like, no, this is done. She's done doing all this dirty gutter work. I'm taking her away. I'm taking her away to a better life. And he just takes out this a dagger, a long serrated dagger. It's and you should just walk away from here if you know what's better for you.
I'm immediately
I'll give
casting
you-
suggestion on him.
Ooh, okay.
He needs to make a wisdom 15 save.
Wisdom 15. Wait, what is this wisdom? Ooh, I got +2. Okay.
Ooh. No!
16. Let's do it. And you see he's shake his head you will pay for this! And he's gonna lunge at you. What is Valia and Cal doing at this point?
Cal is stepping up to try and grab his arm, or grab the hand that the blade is in. Oh fuck, no, you don't.
Alright. 4 of you, the 3 of you, and Silas. Let's roll initiative.
And we're within...
Yeah, you're in a small
Yep.
room. It's I don't know, 12, 15 feet by 15 feet room.
So
It has one. Yeah.
No, we're within the realm of Cal's alert weapon, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Does that give us anything, or?
Advantage, I
Okay.
believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can just tell me this. I'm sure this will be very quick.
19.
Just get.
19 as well.
Okay.
My dex is only 14.
Oh.
Same.
You can go first. I kind of did a thing, so.
Okay, Valia. Valia, you're on mute.
Oh, sorry, 18.
Oh, wow. Okay, never mind. You all go first. Okay, so Cal, you go first. You, Mars, Valia, basically that's the order, and then it's Silas at the end. Silas lunges for, but Cal, you're faster. What do you want to do?
He's gonna try and essentially grapple him to stop him from attacking.
Okay, grapple is a strength or dex save.
Oh right.
Okay, that's it's gonna make a dex. Yep, dex save with +2. What does he have to roll?
He has to beat it 8, 9. He only has to beat a 13.
He is slippery as he just sees you coming, and just takes half a step, faints going forward, and then just goes back, and you just go on the other side. That was your one attack, right? Yes.
Yeah, he only has the one. Yeah, the
Yeah.
only level 4. Bonus action, I guess he will rage. Just why not? Doesn't hurt to have. So, yep, he'll rage.
Okay, you rage. Mars, you're up.
Oh, gracious. Mercy. Is there any rules against me trying it again?
Nope, you got
Because
spell
it was,
slots
like,
to
my
burn it.
Okay. I'm gonna try it one more time. Suggestion, wisdom 15.
15. Okay, got +2. Here we go. Oh yes, I missed.
Oh, yes!
Okay. Okay. As soon as
Oh,
oh
wait.
no, you're good.
Okay. Hold on, just
Uh,
getting one thing. Because this is have the charmed condition. Okay, okay, go on.
works.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Mars will, she kind of does like, she runs her hands along the strings of her harp and then pulls her hand up flat, like just in front of her mouth, and like does like a poof, like she's blowing her magic across his face, and so it's gonna kind of poof hit him in the face. And as soon as she feels her magic take hold, she's going to say, I told you once, you're going to listen to everything that I have to say. For the next 8 hours, you listen to me, and you will do it happily with a smile.
See Silas kind of like tries to shake his head, like, all right, I'll give you a chance to listen to you. Why 8 hours though? Why so specific?
I am known for much talking.
Ah, that's a lot of. Okay, I don't know if I have time for 8 hours, but okay.
Why didn't you
No.
tell me that we're here?
You just given the condition.
Sorry, my dog is barking. Mars is gonna say, me and you are going to have a chat. Are you going to let Arushka go for now? And we will stay here.
So it says it's a good spell. Very tricky spell. The charm target perceives the suggestion to the best of its ability. The suggested activity can continue for the entire duration and be completed in a shorter time.
Why I put the 8 hours on it? Not a one command once thing. The course of action is listen to me for 8 hours.
That's the course of action, right? Like, okay. And he says, okay, I'll listen to you. But he still keeps the dagger in one hand and the other hand on Arushka right now.
Even though I told him to let go?
Yes.
You told him to listen, not
Yeah.
follow you.
Too many things.
I thought I said listen to what I'm going to say, but okay.
I think it's one of those tricky situations where it's like you're saying listen and he's listening, but he doesn't have to.
Yes, but
yeah,
it's
I
a
heard-
25 words also. He'll let go of Arushka. I think that's.
I was trying to say
Yeah,
within
why not?
25
25
words.
exactly. Yeah. So I'll rule that okay. And says that, and he lets go for answer. I'm doing really what's best for you, for us. Okay, I'll find you. I'll find you once I've listened for 8 hours. It shrugs. Okay, I'm listening. But he still has the dagger up. But like, okay, I'm listening. So
That's fine. Mars is gonna look between Cal and concentration. Hang on.
yeah, it's concentration.
No, my other. Okay, I have the message cantrip. I'm going to just turn briefly and use a message cantrip to Cal and then one to Valia and just say, Cal, can you be ready to hold him down? And then to Valia, I'm gonna say, I'm going to try to distract him so that you can slowly work your way behind. And then Mars will turn back and just say, this is a very interesting predicament that we have walked into, and I am many emotions, interested, disgusted, curious. What all is going on here with your behavior in this madam? Can you tell me from the beginning how you two met? Why are we here?
You're talking about like how he met Arushka.
I'm letting
I
him.
think
I've sensed his desperation for her, and
okay.
so even more than just the spell, I'm utilizing both as a way to just get him to talk. He seems like, he's super into her. So
Yeah, he gives you this side eye look and just like shrugs off and just tells you that he met Anushka here. Um, in this place, a shimmering, and this was one place where he could really be get like free of his thoughts and like the things he had to do and like just be cut off from the world outside, from the things he had to do for his boss, who was always asking this and that and making him run ragged. And he's like tells you that really like I mean the money that he has got is because of all that work, but it's just like tedious work, keeping your eyes and ears on the ground, and and then he starts into like this tirade about how he has not gotten recognition for his work, even though his boss is like his boss client Majorica, like he has achieved so much now in last few years, and he has been running around. He has done so much for him, and it's just frustrating that he should have gotten a raise, and he barely mentioned it one time, and he was told that he will get this what he deserves, but he hasn't, and he just like talking about it, like you see, like he sits down on the couch and just like he's definitely whining about it, like how Klein made him work a lot of things here and there, towers, the trade post, and how he almost died. I was eaten by Viscount one time, but thankfully, he had gotten bitten by some bug and he was like sick, so he survived. And that he'll never go back to the dinner parties for the Viscount, never ever. Um, yeah, he continues talking about all of this and like how Arushka was the safe spot for him, how he felt alive and loved, and he could see that she truly loved him. And that's when he
Oh
decided that
my.
he will do this work, whatever it needs, not for him, but for her, to save her from all of this place and take her away from this place to uh he's like, I don't know, maybe to the empire outside. Uh, so yeah,
Yeah.
he's
So
continues
as
chatting up.
he's
Yeah.
as he's chatting up Mars, Valia is just casually has the door as she closed it behind her. She's just casually moving in the general direction of like getting behind Silas and just looking like she's looking at the things in the room, like she's appearing very disinterested in what um, the others are doing and what Silas is saying. Um,
And that's a good point too. Cal knows Silas. Does Silas know Cal?
Yeah, did Silas recognize Cal at all? 'Cause I'm over here like, wait a minute, buddy.
Because that could be a good double distraction.
Yeah.
Um, hold on.
I mean, he's up in his feelings right now, so he might not be.
Yeah,
Silas
that's fine.
is, so he might
I'm
not
gonna
be able to.
I am gonna roll with disadvantage just because of that. It is history is +1. Well, nice. Okay, let's see. Oh wow. Okay, disadvantage. Nope.
Okay.
You see him like sees you all and glances at you, and but what you get, wait, hold on, what is Gaz passive insight 10? Yeah, okay, 10 is enough. You get more than anything jealousy on his face, seeing that you're bigger than him. And
Oh,
Arushka, you were
buddy.
guests of Arushka. Uh,
Is
but he
Arisha still in the
hasn't.
room, or has she left?
No, no, she is like, I'll be outside. I'll be outside.
Okay, good.
Don't
Okay.
worry. I'll add more
Making sure.
hours to this room. Don't worry. You get more footed. Um, so she's gone out, and then Valia closed the door. Very good thing you said that because I was going to catch you off on that. There is also one window, one large window outside, which like kind of looks out the city-ish or the nearest buildings. But yeah, he's distracted. He's just like telling all the story that he can, sad story, and then how he was doing the right thing, definitely saving a princess.
To help keep him distracted, Silas. I almost said Silas. Wow. Ooh, another character name almost got said. That's the wrong one. Cal. Cal will kind of like chime in and mention, yeah, Klein is such an asshole. You know, because of course he's
Yeah.
interactive with Klein. You know, and just like kind of hyping him up, like, yeah, you're right. You know, and whatnot. So.
Yeah. But yeah, you've worked with him. Have you? But yeah, he's a fucking asshole. Like I've done so much for
Yeah,
him.
piece of shit. Yeah, you asked for so much, and then I mean the way he, treated us all. I mean, it's terrible.
It is. It quite is. Like I was the one who went in those fucking. Oh my god, those dreadful. Like the catacombs, and finding ways, those fucking tunnels, finding out, doing all that research. Oh my god. And then I had to pretend. And it was just work. And he looks at Mars, looks at Cal. To this girl. Fuck, what's her name? Jisha, Risha, I don't know. Works at Egan's shop. I had to pretend to that I was into her, I was dating her, so that I can get more information, like books from Egan that she could get me for. To get those, like, map those catacombs to, like, here and there, whatever. And I give all that information to my boss, Mr. Mayorek. And he gets a raise. He gets a fucking mansion, like double the size of what he already had. And what do I get? Huh? Huh? Nothing. He gave me 100 gold. What? Fuck. So that's why. And I know I did all of that for Arushka. But she's the one for me, and I'm the one for her. I know it. I know it. I felt it in my soul, in my dreams that I've had. And he's just like put his dagger, sheaths it back, sitting back. So, what do you guys think? What do you think? I don't know. You said I had to listen to you, and all I've been talking. Why don't you talk? And Mars like,
As he says that, Valia has, cleared the room and come up behind him, and she
Mhm.
says, I think that you talk too much, and she's going to cast sleep at 2nd level.
Sleep at 2nd level.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta roll something for it.
Yes, so sleep, he needs to roll.
Wait. Does he?
Yeah, each creature of your choice must succeed a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, they changed it.
And it's wisdom 14. They changed it.
Yeah, they made it actually more powerful instead of like HP thing.
Yeah, wow. I did
Okay,
not
so
realize that. That's crazy.
it's a 5-foot area. Great. Wisdom save of 14.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. God damn it. Beyond. Wisdom save is just +2. All right, here we go. +2. D20. +2. Against 14. Oh!
Well,
Hold on.
in that case.
Suggestion. Which suggestion break? Let's see.
Has anything about it.
Not involving
All it
that
says is
would
deal damage.
obviously not that would obviously damage.
All it says is deal damage, so sleep is not
Target.
damage.
Sleep is not really damage now. And not involve anything that would obviously deal damage to the target or its allies. That involve anything. Ah, fuck. Hmm. Shit.
He's still suggestible.
Still,
Mhm.
it is still suggestible. I'm gonna give him a disadvantage against save against the suggestion. What was it? Wisdom?
Wisdom 15.
15? I'll do it with a disadvantage there. Let's do it. Okay, he still suggested, and he can he just holds up his head like, God, my head hurts now.
It is
All right.
okay. Come sit over here. Is there like some kind of chair, bench, or something in there?
Yeah, there was a small like a lounge thing, like a sofa kind of thing, which he sat down on, and then Cal sat down next to him, and like Valia is like hovering behind, waiting for the moment to pounce.
Oh,
And there is a four-post bed also with a lot of ribbons.
Hmm.
Yeah, Cal knows.
Yeah, fuck it. We ball.
Yeah.
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 What do you
She's
do?
yeah, she's gonna bite him. She's behind him, standing. She's gonna reach a hand up into his hair and tug his head to the side, while he's, whining about his sad, sad life. And Falia is going to bite him.
And Cal is
Uh,
prepared to gag him to like muffle any screams.
okay. And to hold him down,
Yeah, and to
we
hold
need
him
one
down.
more. All right. So you know what? All
I can
three of you.
muffle. Cal can hold down.
Yes.
Excellent. He he is surprised as you yank his hair back. First of all, what does it look like for Mars and Cal as you bring this vampiric nature outside? What do they see?
Yeah. So as she pulls his hair back, they'll see that um almost like kind of like a dark sort of veining will become really prominent around her eyes. The hollows under her cheekbones seem to get more shadowed. Her fingers, she has like long, like graceful fingers as it is, but they kind of elongate. It's almost like the nails on them grow and they become incredibly sharp. And when she opens her mouth, she's got obviously her canines, they're pointed. They seem to elongate, as do the teeth next beside them. Her eyes, they're always red, but the whites also turn red in this moment. And she appears, slightly more beast-like than human.
Mars is fascinated.
Mars is fascinated.
Yeah, she's never seen a vampire before. She knows she's coming here, but she's never seen one. Her shtick down south is a bunch of fae and elves and stuff.
I know about Cal. Cal, how do you, when you see this, how does Cal react as he sees this transformation?
He's. I don't know. He's. Not surprised, not shocked because his body has shared them, but it's more like a curious look, like, oh, like you like seeing it for the first time, like, oh, okay. You're seeing a transformation, it's like, oh, okay, but like it still look like, oh, that's still Valia and everything, not like, oh my gosh, it's hard to describe. He's, yeah.
Okay. Valia, you jump on the neck. Now here's an important question. You only need technically 1 pint of blood for you to sate your hunger. Are you going to stop at 1 pint?
You know, understanding there is a big part of her that cannot stand the fact that this man is like imposing himself on Arushka. She knows what it is to have somebody feel like they own you. But in this moment, Cal and Mars and their safety is more important to her, even as hungry as she is, as irritated as she is. And so the idea of this coming back, or his death coming back on them, is just something that it's a risk that she's not willing to take. So she will only take what she needs.
Take 1 pint of blood. You know that your hunger is satiated. So all mechanically, what that means is basically you get your blood, you're fine for next 7 days. The creature, I believe, will have a visible bite mark and will gain like 1 level of exhaustion, which is it's an
No, get
interesting.
arrested. You're in the vampire town. It's okay.
The Lord,
Okay.
I mean, Valia will
Oh
be
my
fine.
gosh.
She is a vampire herself. They're just gonna
And-
spring her out of jail, and she'll bring Cal and Mars with her. It's fine. Suck them dry.
Cal and Mars are her thralls or whatever. Like, they're her posse. Come on.
The concubine works both ways.
Yeah.
It really
The
does.
rule, right? It's
Flexible.
transferable. Yeah.
All right. You take your blood. You can, and you both, Mars and you, even though you're fascinated and intrigued by what's going on, this transformation, Cal, you visibly feel like Silas's body kind of like just shrink a little bit, and the under the dark circles just become very prominent immediately. What do you guys want to do next? Station. Hunger done. Silas is still alive and was bitten by someone. And as you're bitten by it, I think the suggestion is gonna wear off.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yep.
That suggestion is gonna wear off.
You could try
And
sleep one more time.
He tries to howl, but obviously can't because he's like pinned down.
Yeah,
And
I
like,
mean, I'm willing to attempt to cast sleep one more time at first level.
okay.
Let me see.
Shut
That's
up.
okay. Let me know.
Yeah,
That's a wisdom save.
so wisdom save 14, yeah.
Okay, he's got +2. He's got exhaustion also, 1 level. So that's gonna be shit. I always forget this. -2 to his roll. So that +2 minus just it's gonna be straight 20 roll.
13 or less. 13.
What? Oh, I rolled this one. Dude!
Let's go!
And
Let's go.
his eyes droop down, and you, for a second, Cal, you're like, oh shit, he's dead. He's dead. But then you see his like chest still is moving up and down.
Cal almost gets happy for a moment, like, oh shit, yay. They're like, fuck.
We're nearing the end of our session, but I still want to know. What's next? You have given me so much.
I do have a question.
Yes.
And this might be on your character sheet, Valia, but if we were to then do, because sleep only lasts for 1 minute, but if we were to do a healing on him, does that make them go away? I don't know if your sheet says that anywhere.
I am gonna say no.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm gonna say that the bite marks will still be there. It will be healed, but if
Yeah.
someone looks at it, we're like, yeah, there were two bite marks, and someone who is a vampire, at least a vampire, will be like, yeah, that's a vampire bite mark.
Okay. Is there any wine or food in the room?
Yes, there is. There is a one carafe of wine that is there, and like at least two glasses were there. Um,
Okay.
yeah, two glasses were there. Half of wine's there. Some fruits are already there. Yeah, there's a
Can I
fruit
do
platter
one
for
last
sure.
thing? Because did you say this is where we're
Yes.
ending?
I mean, yes, kind of. Kind
Oh,
of
sorry.
ending,
I
but
thought I
yes.
heard you say the
No,
words
no,
that
I
we
know,
were.
I know.
Oh, okay.
We're close.
Basically, I just want to grab like one or two of the wine bottles, one of them, because we have 1 minute to do this. We just gotta get the frick out.
Yeah.
I want to take one of the wine bottles, just uncork it, maybe even like break the top off, and just pour the wine all over him to make him like really, really, really smelly of wine. To try to discredit him if anything were to happen. And then take, if there is a second, if there's not, it's fine, but take the second bottle of wine and like put it like under his pant loop or like in a, you know, wrapped around his hand or something, because I don't know if he was
Okay.
slumped in the chair or, you know, how he was set up, but and open it so that there's a fully dumped wine emptied next to him and then another opened one in his hand.
Okay. Okay.
We could always set him on fire now.
And then the and setup is wine on him, super drunk, and then holding wine bottle. Okay.
Cal
Anything else? And then what
is,
else you want to do?
Cal is looking at him, and after the day it's been, it's taking all of his, because he knows why he is here. He knows why he was tracking down Silas to begin with. And
Yes.
fuck, it's taking everything in him not to just take that dagger and slash his throat.
What do you want to do?
He looks to Mars and Valia, and he's like, I know it's dangerous, I know, but I need him dead. I am here. He has to die. By my fucking hand.
Cal, do you wait for a response? Or do you do it?
He does it.
Okay. I know, I was gonna say we can make it look like an accident.
Well-
Stab him in the gut and make him fall down on top.
Well,
You can still stab it.
he stabs him in the gut. He stabs him in
Stab.
the gut.
Wow, that's a very hard, tough way to go.
He's asleep, it's fine.
Okay, here's the thing. If you stab him in the gut, I do want you to roll damage, right? You probably will not be able to finish him. He'll wake up, he'll scream. For sure. If you go for the obvious jugular thing, given the conditions, I'll say that he's dead. What do you want to do?
Is it considered an auto crit because it's a...
It is. Yeah. But even then, like, even though, oh wait, there is an autocrit. Yeah, we do autocrit. So brutal.
Which would
Yeah.
be
So yeah,
brutal,
again,
so I don't
do you
know,
want
you
to
know.
be brutal and risk it, hopefully, and see that you get enough damage to really one shot him with the gut, or go for the jugular and not roll? They both have different meanings of how someone sees it. So you have a choice to make.
It's been a day and so much has happened, and he's been
Right.
So he's going for the jugular.
All right. Go for the jugular. Spray of blood flows out, and a relief deep inside you, Cal, floods. One down. The blood sprays around the room on you. Mars and Valia, you barely get a second to react to what Cal said before the knife was already on its way and going probably back in the sheath. You stand in the shimmering. People outside don't know what's going on. They're letting go of the life, the hard life of anxieties and stress. And even in this room, an anxiety has died down. As you three stand over there, middle of the day,
Yup.
there is, however, a messenger bag that you see that is his. And outside, somewhere, we'll resolve this next time, don't worry. And
no.
outside in the city, Mallory and Boone, you walk around. You get your sheath very easily. You don't even have to do anything. For that short sword, something like that, just to keep it simple enough. Just you lose like half a gold, so 5 silver pieces to get a simple sheath, good sheath. And you, for the sending the letter, you are guided towards the only place in the town which is known, which almost every town, big town, cities have, that is responsible for trading goods, sending letters, parcels. The Augustine Trading Post. You make your way through the big through thoroughway next to the cemetery. And isn't it fascinating? The cemetery. Yes, it's a fascinating place. The earth is choked with corpses buried one upon the other, making the ground uneven and the tombstones lopsided. You see the limbs and faces poking through the soil. Ravens picking the best food available to them and growing along the branches of the dead trees. And in the center of the graveyard, you see a mausoleum, a smaller mausoleum with the doors, no doors. Because no one goes there, no one wants to go there. And coming out from the door, you see the gravekeeper. Comes out, head swings right and left, heaves, and starts walking in a direction, collecting another corpse to fill out a grave that is already filled. And you, Mallory, and Boone, you make your way towards Augustine Trading Post. And you know a thing or two about it. And you hope that your friends are having a gala time at the Shimmering. So why not? they had a coupon as well. Of course.
All of this for a coupon. For the coupon. Yeah.
For a
And that's where we'll end our episode tonight. Our session tonight.
Gosh dang.
I guess the Gravekeeper is joining the group session.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's okay, we have a plan. We have a plan.
Kinky.